Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Thriss. I am so happy to have you. I really hope that you will subscribe if you like what you see, and if you don't mind, leave a like and a comment, even if it's just an emoji. It really helps the channel out. So please forgive any noise. I have 3 sleeping dogs around me and kids and, just real life stuff. But I am hoping that I will be able to answer any questions you could possibly have by doing this deep dive into ice yarns. I know when I first started shopping ice, I had trouble navigating their site. It took some time. I want to try to help you guys with that. So you're going to go to iceyarns.com. Once you're there, this is what it should look like. Now we're on mobile right now. But the computer desktop won't really look all that different. So there's going to be a lot of zooming because I am visually impaired. Okay, so we're going to start with how to look up yarn. There's a lot of different ways. The most common way that everyone is probably most familiar with is by looking up the actual number that belongs to the yarn. If you watch any content creators who do ice yarn hauls, usually they will hold up the bag of yarn and there will be a 5-digit number on it. So this is the way I think most people are familiar with. So here is a number that I know belongs to a yarn, 80620. You type it in the search bar, you click search, and this will bring you to that yarn and that specific colorway. Each colorway has a different number. As you can see, this is 80620, like I just looked up, where this one is 80619. Every item has its own specific number. So there's that way. Or if you know the name, you can also type in the name. But I will tell you, this is actually my least preferred way of looking yarn up here because ice yarn is so specific to the spelling. If you are even one letter off, it will not bring it up. So we're gonna look up Lanabella. This is a yarn I really like from here. So it brings up Lanabella. You can click one of them and it will bring up what is called a preview window. So this preview window brings up just the specific colorway that you're wanting to see. So we're going to scroll here. You can either close the preview, you can click this arrow button right here and it will go through all the different available colorways, or you can click show full item page, which will bring everything up this way. It will show the colors that aren't in stock and everything like that. And you can add to cart 2 different ways. So you can click this drop down menu and you can decide how many packs you want. So we're just going to say 1. And you can add it to cart this way by clicking that button. And as you can see down here, it shows that I added one of those to cart. Or you can come over here and you can click one of these drop down menus that belong to each of these colors, and you can click it from here. It will add it all the same. All right, so we're going to click this Ice Yarns logo and go back to the main page. So you can either look at, here's new yarns. So there's a next button that will show, more of those. Here, there's new colors of already existing yarns. They have needles and accessories, and there's also outlet yarns. So these are bargain yarns, things that are being discontinued, things that there's, not a lot of left. But another way that you can look yarns up, let's say you don't have any idea what it is that you want, and you are just navigating the site. You want to see what all they have. There's a few different things that you can do. You have some tabs up here. So you can shop by category. So let's say you know that you need an eyelash yarn. Well, here you go. In categories, you have eyelash yarn. And it gives you several examples. Eyelash 100 gram, long eyelash. So let's click that. This will bring up all of the yarns that belong to that specific category. And then you can click those and you can go in and look at the colorways and everything like that. So we're going to go back. You have luxury. I like this particular section. This is one of my favorite sections. Where it has the cashmere, the silk, the merino, everything like that. And then, you know, you can go in and you can click any of those. So here's one. Well, I'm actually highly allergic to Super Kid mohair, but here is one. And it will give you a little synopsis, if you will, of what you're looking at. Kind of a preview. It'll give you, like, so this says 31% superwash extra fine merino wool, 47% Super Kid mohair, 22% polyamide. So that you don't have to click each one to go to the item preview and see the info that way. So like for me, this is great because I know I don't even want to waste my time clicking on that one. I'm allergic to it, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, we're going to go back to categories. So you have boucle, palette, which is like sequence, pom-pom yarns. You've got cakes. So if you click cakes, this is another favorite. Cakes is going to bring up all the different kinds of cakes. Merino cakes, cotton cakes, acrylic cakes, fingering weight, bulky. It brings up all of them. And then you can go through. Okay, so I think you kind of get the idea of what categories means. There's also self-striping yarns. So let's say like, oh, here's one. I didn't realize there's amigurumi. Cool, there's an amigurumi one. So basic plain yarns is going to be like your Red Heart Super Saver and your like bargain acrylics. Chenille yarns. They've even got embroidery things. They've got fall yarns. There's summer yarns, ribbon yarns, self-striping, sock yarn, metallic yarn. So that is a general overview of what there is. Now, my particular favorite way of doing it is the next tab, which is yarn tags. So let's just say I have Malabrigo Rios. It's a 100% superwash merino worsted weight yarn. I'm working with that, and I know that I need another similar yarn to that. I know I don't want to work with cotton or linen or acrylic or something like that. I know I want it to be merino, and I know I want it to be a worsted weight. So I can look through here, and I could either look it up by worsted, but for me, I don't want to look it up by worsted because I want it to be merino. So I'm going to go and I'm going to find merino. So here's merino. And then I can scroll through all of the options here that have merino wool in them. Whether it's going to be 100% merino or it's going to be a blend or something like that. And the cool thing about these preview windows is you can also see what the needle size, and typically if you know the needle size, if you're a crocheter, you can figure out what the relevant crochet hook size will also be. So like I, for instance, would not bother with this one right here, Bambino Merino, because it's a 3mm to 3.75mm. So I know for my worsted weight merino, that's not going to be applicable to me. I'm going to want something that's more around the 5.5mm. Okay, so there's one way you can do it. Or like for me, for instance, let's go back to yarn tags. There is a yarn on Ice Yarns Anatole. It is a wool acrylic, and I fell in love with it, and I wanted to get just a regular acrylic worsted weight. So I clicked acrylic, and they have lots and lots of acrylic options. And so I was able to come through here and pick out, I found a anti-pilling premium acrylic, and I got that. So that's one way to do it. So let's look at some of these yarn tags. We won't go over all of them, but you can look up 100% if you don't want to blend. So like if you're allergic to animal fibers, then you probably don't want to even fool around with the mixes and the blends. You want to just go to the 100% cotton or acrylic or linen or something like that. If you click 100% acrylic, you're going to get the 100% acrylic. But if you click this acrylic that just says acrylic, you're going to get blends. There's alpaca, amigurumi, angora. You can do bulky, boucle. There's dishcloth, embroidery, chenille closeout, cashmere. I mean, there's everything. There's hand-dyed and hemp and lace weight, mohair blends. Like, there's every sort of thing that you can think of. Okay, so then we'll go to this next tag, and this is closeout yarns. Let's see, so sale winter, and then here's the sale winters. There's different kinds of things. Okay, you may be able to hear my special needs son serenading you in the background, so either enjoy or I apologize if it's loud. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna put an order together, okay? Here's this cakes melange. This is just like Premier's coffee shop yarn. It is a wool acrylic blend. So we put one of those in there, okay? Now we're going to go to yarn tags. I want to put some merino in there. I want to put some sort of merino blend. Let's look for a nice one. Alpaca merino acrylic. This alpaca DK is actually a pretty nice yarn. I like this one. So we're just going to add one of those. Continue shopping. I want to go back to merino. And let's find another good. Oh, here we go. Baby alpaca, extra fine merino, baby alpaca color ply. This is a nice fiber content. Baby alpaca merino, that's really nice stuff. So we're going to put one of those in there. And then let's just pick some of these at random. We're going to put that in there. Here's some more baby alpaca. Okay. So we've put about 5 items in there, I think. So we're going to go to our shopping cart. All right. Oh, okay. Well, we'll click that one off. That one's sold. All right. So let's cakes melange. We're going to add 2 total because of some of these and make our order what I think a decent, reasonable order would be. About 76. Let's do that. I think $100 and some odd order is pretty standard. Okay, here we go. $107.91. So our subtotal is $61.92. Our shipping and handling is $45.99 for a total of $107.91. Now don't stop. Don't leave me. I know we're looking at the same thing, that shipping and handling is really expensive. But this is where I need you to understand something. I'm going to break this down for you really quick. So we're going to take our total at $107.91, okay? We're going to count our balls of yarn. So we have 12. 20 plus 12 is 32. 32 plus 16, 6 plus 8 is 38. So 48 plus 6 is 54. So we have 54 balls of yarn, okay? So 107.90. Okay, so we are going to do 107.91 divided by 54 balls of yarn. Now I want you to look at that. $1.99 a ball. That is what the total comes out to. We've got baby alpaca. We've got merino. we've got really lovely blends of yarn, and they're $1.99 a ball. I promise you all day long, you cannot go onto Amazon. You cannot go onto Etsy. You cannot go into Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby and get merino baby alpaca for $1.99 a ball. It is a really good deal. So yes, that shipping is expensive, but this is what it breaks down to. That's a really good deal. And yes, they do go by the model that the more you spend, the more you save. It's just, you know, how it all averages out and everything like that. Okay, so I think we have the ordering down pretty well. Over here, you have some quick links. You have top sellers, which will take you to the most popular yarns. You've got all categories, which is basically all these tabs up here. It's just going to be all of those. All products, if you want to go into that nightmare, you can absolutely do that. And that is literally just everything. The entire store, and it just keeps going and going and going, and absolutely not do I want to do that. So there is that. There is also links over here if you want to check out their blog, if you want to become a designer, if you want to look at their needles and accessories, their closeout yarns. But here's one, projects, that I don't think many people know about or look at. So let's scroll. Here, let's look at this. Tapestry crochet laptop sleeve. So this tells you everything that you will need. It gives you the chart. It also gives you video links on how to do this particular tutorial. So they do have free patterns and things like that on here as well. Okay. Now, you've placed your order. Let's see what is up here. So we've got promotions, we've got daily deals, closeout yarns, basically the same links as on the side as here on the top. I suggest when you start, when you go to Ice Yarns the very first time, that you make an account. Let me make sure it doesn't give any information. Hold on. Okay, you can go here at the very top on the right. There is login to account, and it will bring down a drop down menu where you can create a new account or forgot your password. So there is where you can create the account, and remember which email that you tie to your Ice Yarns, because you will be able to see, you know, watch your orders there. Shipping is always very fast. Usually when I place an order, I have it in no more than 3 days. And I live in Michigan. So I logged into my account. This is an old account that I don't use anymore. But for privacy's sake, I have you zoomed in to, this is going to be on the left-hand side. So you can click your orders. You can edit your account. You can look at all of your account information and everything like that over here. Account summary, you know, will be like your email and your address book and everything like that. You can edit what emails associated with the account under the edit account. But we're looking at orders. So we can see that when I used to use this account 3 years ago, I have 2 orders saved on this account. So you can click view and it will bring up your order. Okay, now above where this is my personal address and email and everything like that I don't share publicly. So I am below that. But when you get to this page at the top, it's going to have your name, your address that this order went to, and everything like that. And you can scroll down and we can see what it is that I ordered. I got Lana Bella, I got Rosetto worsted. They also have this Rosetto in a fingerling weight as well. And then Magic Light, Mohair Magic Glitz, and another Lana Bella. I still have that Lana Bella. So here is where you can see everything in your order. Okay, so if you want to track your order, you can track it from your orders tab, or you can go to your email. Here's a function I use all the time that I think a lot of people, through my experience of just conversing with people, they don't know that you can do this. You can go in your email and you can type in Ice Yarns, and this will bring up your Ice Yarns orders. Now again, for privacy's sake, I am scrolled in so that you can't see any of my personal information. But here there is a tracking number, which is indicated in blue. I just opened it up. I'm not going to click it because I think it will show my address and everything. But you can track it through there as well. I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like button. And below you can leave any suggestions that you might have for other sites that you would like me to show you how to navigate. And if you have any questions about ice yarns that you'd like me to answer, I can sure give it a try if you leave the question in the comment section below. So I really hope that you guys have a blessed day and stay safe and stay weird, my friends.